Oh yeah, baby. A perfect keto Oreo cake. What's going on, guys? Steven here with Performance Nut Butter, and today I have another unbelievable keto recipe for you guys. We're gonna be making keto Oreo cake. It is so delicious. This recipe will blow your mind. Stick around. For the first half of this recipe, you'll need 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, 3 tablespoons of erythritol, and 1 pack of Performance Nut Butter. Okay, so to kick off this recipe, we're gonna start by making the middle frosting first. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in our butter, and then we're gonna also toss in our coconut oil. And then we're gonna go ahead and microwave this anywhere from 45 seconds to a minute. So let's do that now. Okay, so now that we got this melted, we're gonna go ahead and stir it really quickly. And then we're gonna go ahead and add in our erythritol. Once you've added in your erythritol, go ahead and take your packet of Performance Nut Butter and start to work that in before you open it. And then go ahead and add that into your bowl as well, just like that. You only need about half a pouch, so we'll go ahead and we'll set this aside. And then go ahead and mix all of this up right here. I'm gonna use a whisk just to finish this off to make sure it gets whisked real good. Mixed up, perfect. Okay. Once you get that all mixed up, we're gonna go ahead and set this to the side, and we're actually gonna put it in the refrigerator and let it cool while we're working on our cake batter. So let's start on the cake. For the second half of this recipe, you'll need a half a tablespoon of butter, 1 large egg, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 cup almond flour, 2 tablespoons of erythritol, 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder, and a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, so now we're gonna start to mix together our ingredients that are gonna make the batter for the actual cake part in our Oreo cake. So let's start off with some butter, and we're gonna do the same exact thing. We're gonna microwave this for about 30 seconds. Okay, now that you have your butter melted, you're going to need 1 large egg. So let's get a large egg out. Go ahead and add in your large egg. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to whisk this up. Go ahead and add in your vanilla extract. And continue to whisk. Okay, we're gonna start to add in our dry ingredients. So go ahead and add in your flour. And whisk as you go. And then add in your erythritol, just like this. Continue to whisk. Next up, we're gonna add in our cocoa. There we go. And that's just gonna make this, that's what makes this an Oreo cake. Go ahead and whisk. Just like that. And then last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add our baking powder in so that this gets a little bit of a rise to it when it cooks. I'll organize this real quick. And then go ahead and whisk this up. And you're going for that thick, chocolatey, batter-like texture. Keep whisking this up. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to grab a springform pan, because that's how I'm gonna cook this, and I'm gonna spray it down. Before I add in the batter, let's spray this good. That way it doesn't stick. Set this to the side. I'm gonna get my whisk out of the way, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add in my batter into my springform pan, just like this. Beautiful. Perfect. And make sure when you're doing this, make sure you smooth this out and you make sure it's evenly distributed in your pan. There we go. Okay, so once you get it loaded up and ready to go in your springform pan, you're ready to pop it into the oven. You're gonna wanna preheat the oven from anywhere from 330 to 350 degrees, and you're gonna leave it in there from It could be anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes. You're gonna wanna check on it though. Make sure you don't overdo it or you could ruin this cake. So let's pop this in. Oh yeah, baby. This thing smells phenomenal. Okay, so now what you're gonna wanna do, since your cake is cooked, you're gonna wanna let it sit for about 15 minutes. So let's do that and then we'll come right back here. Okay, now that your cake is cooled for 15 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and pop it out of our springform pan. Here we go. Oh, look at that. It's looking beautiful. Look at that. That looks awesome. Okay, we can get rid of the bottom here. We're gonna set this down. All right, so next what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna cut this completely in half. Here we go. Try and get it as even as possible. Just like that. Perfect. And then look at, you have two perfect halves, just like that. So what we're gonna actually do is we are going to take the middle filling that we made a little bit earlier, and now that you've let that cool, it's ready to be applied in the middle of these two cakes. So check this out right here. And then this is a lot more than double stuff. This is quadruple stuffed right here. And go ahead and evenly spread this out, just like that. Go ahead, try and get it as even as possible. And then we're gonna put the top on, and we're actually gonna put it on upside down so that each side that you see is the two clean halves. So it looks more like an Oreo. And there you have it. Look at that. A perfect keto Oreo cake. Now, this Oreo cake is absolutely incredible. It's delicious, it's super easy to make, and the best part is it's totally keto friendly. The entire thing is only about 8 net carbs. So if you guys would like a free sample of the performance nut butter that I used in this recipe, check out the video right here. That is gonna do it for this one, but I'll see you guys in the next video.